Madam Speaker, if one takes into account the effects of inflation, we cut our military budget 21% from 2010 to 2014. Madam Speaker, I think everybody in this body will acknowledge the world is not 21% safer today than it was just 4 years ago. As a matter of fact, if you look around the world, whether it is the growth of ISIS into more countries or the continued challenge of al-Qaeda and its various affiliates, to the morass of Syria with historic Russian reinsertion today, to China building islands in the South Pacific, to North Korea saber-rattling, to Iran intentionally violating an agreement it made on its missile testing just after the UN ratified the nuclear deal, to daily cyber attacks. The world is growing increasingly dangerous, and into that danger we send men and women who wear the uniform of the United States out to meet that danger. And yet we cut their budget 21%, and we saw last week the President of the United States use them as a political bargaining chip to try to force Congress to comply with his domestic agenda. The bottom line for me, Madam Speaker, is our troops deserve better than that, and that's the reason I support this Bipartisan Budget Act of 2014. It stops the cuts in defense, it increases the money going to our troops, and it prevents them from being used as a bargaining chip in the future, because it sets the military budget for fiscal year 16 and fiscal year 17 so that is decided. They can't be used as leverage for some other agenda. I think that is the sort of stability and predictability they need and that they deserve. And I think the great question, Madam Speaker, is if not this, then what? We know that this budget agreement at least comes close to meeting what the President has asked for on defense and comes close to the congressional budget within $5 billion. Now, that's not enough money to repair all the damage that's been done over the past 5 years, but it's in the ballpark. And if we do not approve this budget, then what? Well, then we are back to continuing resolutions and sequester, which means, for example, the Army has said they will have to cut another 40,000 troops out of their ranks on top of the 70,000 they have already cut. Now, that's just a sampling of what not passing this bill could well mean. If we go back to CRs and the sequester level, it would be drastic reductions to the military, a much less safe world for the United States and its interests. I believe that this measure on that basis alone deserves our support. I yield back.